Are you a Valley teacher who wants to connect with nonprofits but don't know where to start? Well, we're going to tell you all about the Arizona Humane Society's first ever Educators Night and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good morning and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. I'm Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this Saturday. Now you know that we just absolutely love transformations here on the show, and our first pup definitely has a wonderful one. We're going to introduce you to little Pico de Gallo here in just a minute. And like we mentioned just a second ago, we have an awesome Educators Night coming up that we're going to tell you all about. You'll hear from AHS's education supervisor in just a bit with everything you need to know about this wonderful night. And an often forgotten member of Roy G. Biv, we have an incredible kitty who is sure to bring a colorful character to any home. Who is this, Denise?
This is not red, orange, yellow, green, blue, but Indigo. And he is 15 weeks old. He came to the Arizona Humane Society after he was found abandoned outside an emergency veterinary clinic with one adult cat and 15 other kittens. When he came to us, he was quite sick, so he spent some time in our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital, and then he went to a foster home. The Arizona Humane Society is always looking for more volunteers. You can volunteer inside your home by fostering pets like Indigo, or you can volunteer in a shelter. And we are specifically looking for volunteers at our South Mountain campus. Now, a lot of people say, I could never volunteer at the Arizona Humane Society or any shelter because it would be so sad. Well, the shelter is not a sad place. It's actually really happy. You get to see so many cool things. You get to see animals get the medical treatment that they need. You get to see them get better. And most importantly, you get to see them find their forever families. And we do a lot of adoptions at our South Mountain campus. So if you volunteer there, you will see animals go to their forever homes. So if you are interested, visit our website, azhumane.org/volunteer for more information and to sign up. Indigo loves toys, so he's going to want a lot of different toys in his new home. So come on down, get Indigo, and sign up to volunteer.
Absolutely, and you know what, to your point, it is such a wonderful feeling knowing that you have an impact on a pet's life. So we are so thankful to all of our volunteers, including the ones on today's show. And we saw this little cutie just a little bit ago. It's truly remarkable what a few weeks can do when it comes to caring for sick and injured pets. And little Pico de Gallo here has been giving you a run for your money, Lisa.
Well, what I know about Pico de Gallo is this dog has no spicy, all sweet. So, but he is a little firecracker. As you can see, he was found in pretty bad shape. He was covered in ticks and actually had tick fever. Once he got back to our Second Chance Trauma Hospital, we tested him for tick fever because he was so covered in ticks, and he did test positive for that. So he was cleaned up. We gave him a dawn bath that's safe for animals, tried to remove all of the ticks from him, and gave him life-saving flea and tick treatment. So because he had tick fever, he went to a foster home, which is where he learned to be a happy, spunky, wonderful puppy. And he was well enough after a couple of weeks in foster to come back in and be neutered. So he is ready to go now, ready to go home. He has blue eyes. He is the cutest little thing. He's already 8 months old, so he's not going to get much bigger. And he is very sweet. He loved everybody in the studio, and he loves the other dogs. So if you're thinking of Pico, please come down and meet him. And also, if you have any sort of a flea and tick problem, please contact our vet clinics. Arizona Humane Society has low-cost options for flea and tick so that dogs like Pico don't have to be in a situation like that. They have exams, and you can schedule online, azhumane.org/vet clinic, and they also can provide low-cost tick treatment so that no dog has to, or cat, has to have any sort of problem. So go into our vet clinics and get treatment before you end up sick like little Pico de Gallo, the sweet Pico de Gallo.
Oh my goodness, if he was any sweeter, I think we would have to make sure he goes home with you, Lisa. He's so cute. Thank you so much for that. And do you remember Maxine, our fairy princess, who was on Pets on Parade a couple weeks ago and also went viral on our social media channels? Well, it was love at first sight for her adopters. Maxine's new family saw the social media post of her with her fairy wings and fell in love. They came in specifically for her after seeing her online and knew she was a perfect fit for their family. We're so happy that after 81 days, Maxine finally found her forever home. Happy Gotcha Day, sweet girl, and thank you to everyone who gave her so much TLC while she was in our care at the shelter. And now we had an adorable kitty before, and that's not a kitty, Janine. You have an absolutely adorable sweetie with you as well.
Do you even know what I'm holding here? It's a little wee one. This is Maple, and she is a 4-month-old little rat. Rats are awesome pets. People, they're not just their, whoopsies, hang on, here, they're very energetic, you can tell. And they're super smart. You can train them actually to like sit on your shoulder while you're doing your work on your computer. They love to be held and snuggled, and they are like, you can train them to come to their name. They are amazing animals. They're not just the little beady eyes and the naked tail. They've got the tiniest little ears, and they're very clean animals. They groom themselves constantly. And they're super social, so you really should have 2. We do have another one you'll see later on, and they're both females, and that's the important thing. That's why we have overpopulation, because they go into heat every 5 days, which is amazing. And the females are smaller and more energetic. They are nocturnal, so if you hear a little bit of rustling around at night, that will be these little guys. They need some time out of their cage for about an hour a day would be awesome. They also, you should get a 2-level cage, because they like to climb up and down, and they're constantly they do snuggle a lot, but they also have a lot of energy. So, and the males, to find them, they are a little bit larger and they're more lazy, and they have a little bit rougher fur, so that's how you can kind of tell between the two, because you really can't alter these. And but look how it's just grooming itself right now. Isn't this amazing? It's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing, Maple? You're still clean. So you really should give a rat a try, because they are super fun animals.
Absolutely, so cute. And you know what? You talked about them grooming themselves, and she showed it off just right there. Thank you so much for that, Janine. And whether you believe in cryptids or not, one thing I know for sure is that I would be happy to see this Yeti anytime. What is his story, Perry?
Yeti, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever you want to call him. He's a Yeti to me, though. This 1-year-old male Bernese Mountain Dog mix came in as a stray, believe it or not. He is absolutely gorgeous. When he came in, he was limping. He was very, very underweight, and he's still underweight. I can feel his ribs in his spine right now. But that has all gone away. At least the limping has part of it. He still needs some weight on him, so it must have been a soft tissue injury. He has some hair loss also, and it's turned out to be allergies, and I think he has a medical release for allergies right now, but I have a feeling that once he gets some food in his body and his immune system gets better, that may all go away also. He is a very, very sweet boy. And yes, he is truly a Bernese Mountain Dog. He is very, very puppyish. He's a little unruly, doesn't have a lot of training, but he has a wonderful demeanor. He's been great with everybody in the studio here today. You know, this guy would not be here today if he were microchipped or if he had some sort of an ID on him. I am shocked at the number of posts I see from social media now. People are just really, really disgusted. The number of animals being dropped off as strays at shelters, they have no ID. 1 in 3 pets, and that includes one of your guys, is going to be lost during his lifetime, and it's essential to have ID for them. It's a very most have something on their collar, but a chip is a really, really great way. It's in their body. It's in there forever. It's a very most. It's going to be $25. A lot of times during the year, we do them for free. Go to our website, azumaine.org/microchips, and read about it, where we do it, make an appointment, when we're going to be doing them free. Last month was Check the Chip Day, so we're expanding upon that. And the big Yeti here is saying, yeah, I'm chipped now. I'm not going to be lost now. Come on down. He is a wonderful, wonderful, big, fluffy puppy.
Oh my goodness, is he a puppy or is he a kangaroo with that little leg? That is so cute. Thank you for that, Barry. And make make sure to stay tuned. We're going to tell you all about AHS's first annual Educators Night, and we're going to introduce you to, what is that? We'll find out after the break. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now, the Arizona Humane Society's first ever Educators Night is happening this week, and we are so excited. We cannot wait. And here to talk to you all about it is Amanda Bobian, AHS's Education and Outreach Supervisor. Amanda, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we are so excited. Can't wait. But before we talk about Educators Night, your team absolutely has so much that you do out in the field. You reach so many lives. For anyone who's not familiar, what do you guys do? And also, too, after you're done with that, we're going to have to introduce you to Biggie because I'm obsessed with him. In a good way, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he is a cutie patootie for sure. So the education and outreach team, we do quite a bit. So that can be our summer programming, our summer camps, our humane teens that you see there. That semester is going to be starting up in September for ages 14 to 17. It's a great way to volunteer as well as to get career exploration hours. We have our JCCs, our junior camp counselors. We also have different curriculum that we will bring into the classroom or field trips where schools come to us. Scout programs, birthday programs, whether those be on-site or mobile. And then we also have our Reading for Fun program that was on hiatus for a little bit during the move, but we are proud to say that it is coming back. Mid-September, our Reading for Fun is going to be making an appearance again, so check our website for that. And then our outreach team, oh my goodness, adoption events. You know, we help with so many different things. It is really amazing. And it's such an amazing profession. I really feel like I'm making a difference, and it's a lot of fun. Plus, I get to play with these guys.
Oh my goodness, yes. What is so amazing is that you're not only being able to inspire the next generation of animal lovers and inspiring more compassion in our community, but you're also able to educate the community about animals like this and how important they are. So who is Biggie and what is he?
So this is Biggie and the gang. We have over 100 Madagascar hissing cockroaches. So really, we just grab a male out and he's Biggie for the day. So he is a Madagascar hissing cockroach, and I understand that he is a nope animal for a lot of people. So he is one that I do tend to bring to schools quite often because they are such an integral part to our ecosystem. They are from the forests of Madagascar. They're decomposers, so anything and everything that's falling onto that forest floor, these guys are the ones that is breaking that down and creating that super rich soil for everything else to grow and bloom. So they have such an integral, important part to the ecosystem. Absolutely amazing.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm already learning so much here. And yeah, you're able to do this every single day. And what is so exciting is that we have our first annual Educators Night where Valley teachers can come all together and be able to kind of have a one-stop shop, right?
Absolutely. So that will be Friday, September 6th, between the hours of 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. So it will be open house style. Teachers are welcome to come anytime during that time frame. And I know I'm saying teachers and we're calling it an Educators Night, but it really is for anybody because we have so many amazing programs out there. But for teachers in particular, I was a teacher for 20 years. I know how challenging it can be to sit behind your computer and figure out, okay, what can I bring into my classes or where can we go? I know field trips are so challenging in this day and age with busing and things like that. So we are bringing everything and everybody to you.
Absolutely. We
have the Phoenix Herpetological Sanctuary, the Phoenix Zoo, Liberty Wildlife, Act 1, the MIM is going to be there. Let's see. Loving Literacy Authors is going to be there. The list goes on and on. All of these organizations that also offer not only field trips where you go to them, but very possibly on-site as well. So they'll come to you. Just like us, you know, many of them also have animal ambassadors or animal teachers. So you'll have a chance to get an idea of what curriculums they have, what animals can come and meet and greet in the classroom. So it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. We love our teachers. We love that you were a teacher for so long, and now that we're so fortunate to have you at the Arizona Humane Society. Really quickly, where do people go to get more information and to sign up?
Yeah, so you can stop at azhumane.org/events, and you'll find the educators night there. So we do, just so that we have an idea of what to expect, there is a registration button for you to hit on and sort of register yourself, just so we have a general idea. But again, if you are just in the area for some odd reason, going to the zoo earlier that day and you want to pop over, feel free.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be such a fun night. We cannot wait. We're so grateful for everything that your team does.
Thank you.
And we're so grateful for all of our teachers, educators, or anyone that just wants to pop by. Make sure to visit azhumane.org/events or azhumane.org/ednight to learn more. And make sure to stay tuned. While Biggie here is not available for adoption, we will have some absolutely adorable pets who are looking for their forever homes. Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Now we have an adorable little bun who is cute as can be. And now I've heard of a weeping willow, but this little one doesn't look so sad, Denise.
No, this is not a weeping willow, because if she was weeping, her most perfect eyeliner would be running, and it's not. So she is a happy willow. She is 10 months old, and she came to the Arizona Humane Society because the family she was living with had way too many pets. She spent some time in a foster home to make sure she was healthy to go up for adoption, and she is, and so she is on the show looking for her forever family. Thanks to Hill's Pet Nutrition, we hosted a Clearing the Shelters adoption event this past weekend, and we saw 302 pets find their forever families. So very exciting. But as always, there are more pets who are waiting to find their forever families. So if you are looking for a new family member, visit our website, azhumane.org/adopt, to see who is available. Willow's foster family says that she is very active, playful, and loves attention.
Oh my goodness, and those ears are so cute. Thank you so much for that, Denise. And those pictures just speak for themselves. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. And now we were just talking about this little one before the break. For anyone who's not familiar what he's named after, it makes it so much cuter when you can put two and two together, Lisa.
Yes, the little creature off Ice Age that is Scrat, that's constantly all over the place, in and out and up and down. That's this little man. So he was found as an injured stray. He was brought into an emergency animal clinic by a Good Samaritan who found him out running the streets, and his eyes were quite red. So we don't know what happened. He's not telling us, but we suspect he might have been hit by a car or had some sort of trauma. And they kept him at the emergency animal clinic until he could be rushed back in the ambulance to the Humane Society. So believe it or not, this little cutie was not claimed by a family. And guess what? Now someone else gets to benefit from that. He looks like he's got the curly tail of a pug, and he might be part Chihuahua or maybe part Beagle, part Frenchie. We don't know, but he is 2 years old and he is doing amazing. They monitored him, did some x-rays, nothing was wrong with him. So now this little cutie is up for adoption and ready to go home. And if you can't adopt, another great way to help us out at the Humane Society is our 50-50 raffle. First of all, who doesn't love cash money? That's what this raffle is all about. And today is the last day for our August raffle, and the jackpot is $60,000 that would be split between the winner and the Arizona Humane Society. So if you want to get in on that, please go to our website, azhumane.org, 50-50 raffle, and get your tickets today before it's too late.
Oh my goodness, I wish I could enter. I say it every week, but that is some serious money. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, Scrat. And we have some wonderful news about another long-timer who was recently adopted. Jaden's video last week reached 150,000 people, and after he had been overlooked for 50 days, after his big debut, he had only had to wait one more day to find his forever home. Now Jaden is able to spend the rest of his golden years in an absolutely loving home with his loving family. family. So thank you so much to our amazing social media team for that, and everyone in our community who allows us to save lives just like him. And if anyone is a fan of the 90s show, then you're gonna know who this pup is named after, right, Janine?
This is Buffy. And I don't think she's slaying anything anytime soon. Maybe just your heart, of course. She's a 1-year-old little Cairn Terrier. Her owners had to turn her in because they lost their jobs, and we've been seeing that a lot, unfortunately. And she's a little on the shy side at first, but she warms up. She lived with a family that had other dogs, small dogs, and she really likes to be a couch potato. And she kind of gets a little bit of separation anxiety when you leave, and so she will maybe cry and whine a little bit. But she just needs to gain confidence. That's all it is, because she's only a year, so she still has lots of pretty much maturing to do, but she's a great little dog. I mean, she's super chill, very easy to handle. And another way you can help and give back is Oregano's is partnering with us. They have their possum panzella salad, and every time you order one, $1 goes back to the Arizona Humane Society, and that will be ending tomorrow. So just go on azhumane.org/events, and that's where you can download the flyer. So come get some great food and help the puppers.
Oh my goodness, I want that salad right now. Thank you so much for that, Janine. And now Carrie was not able to join us this week, but we have an absolutely adorable pup who is in need of a foster hero home. Now you can't see it right now, but she does have a broken front right leg, even though she's not acting like it. So she needs foster for about a month while she builds up her strength in her right leg before she can get an amputation, because unfortunately it just is not treatable with surgery. So she's gonna build up a lot of strength in that leg. She's gonna be a wonderful pet. Of course, the biggest struggle is gonna be keeping her not so active, but also balancing that exercise. So if you think you're up to the challenge to help her before she is able to get her surgery, make sure to visit azhumane.org/foster to be able to sign up. You will definitely have a lot of puppy kisses coming your way. And too, like I mentioned, and as you can see, she's on pain medication, so she's not hurting herself. She just needs some time in a foster home. So make sure to keep it tuned right here. We have some absolutely amazing pets after the break. Welcome back to the show. Now, it's always a great time to cleanse your aura, or at least have some good smelling incense around. Or you know what? I think an adorable kitten too. What do you think, Perry?
I think you're right. And you met this little one's brother in the first segment with Denise. This is Sage, and that was Indigo earlier. Same story, obviously, came in from left off at an emergency animal clinic, one adult and count them, 15 kittens. This little one right here is a 9-week-old, really, really gorgeous little black and white kitty, super, super chill, came down with kitty cough, all the things that we see with stray kittens, went off to our hospital, got the meds, went off to foster, gained weight, is doing very, very well. Look at that face. You know, I think it's every week we seem to be talking about John Holmberg and the crew at KUPD, and that's because pretty much every week John Holmberg at KUPD is doing something for us. We just finished a fundraiser where we raised $2,500. Now we're doing a dinner special, and this is going to go on through September 4th. We're teaming up with Native Grill. For $19.79, you're going to get 10 wings and a 16-ounce bottle or glass of Stella Artois beer. $1 of that's going to go to the Arizona Humane Society. We appreciate all the work that John always does for us. Again, pretty much every week. Go to our website, azhumane.org/events, and read all about that.
Truly, him and his whole crew are just such animal lovers, such huge supporters of AHS, and we cannot thank them enough. So thank you for that, Perry. And I'm hungry, but you know what? Before we end the show and before we go get lunch, critter lovers, you can rejoice because we have so many little ones. And who is this, Denise?
This is 15-week-old Oats. And Oats came to the Arizona Humane Society with Maple, who you met earlier in the show, who Janine talked about. Janine is the rat handler of the day today in the shelter. Rats make wonderful pets. They are very smart and they love to have treat puzzles, but it's important that they don't get too many treats because rats, just like people, they have too many snacks that can make them very unhealthy. So make sure to do your research before adopting. The Arizona Humane Society is still hosting our critter adoption special. All adoption fees are waived for critters. So visit our website, azhumane.org/adopt to see which critters are available.
Absolutely, and we need critter adopters now more than ever. We have more than 50 critters who are available for adoption right now, with more in foster hero homes, more undergoing treatment, and we also have some upcoming hoarding cases that our field team are still working. So make sure to visit azhumane.org to see all the ways you can help our pets. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in with us. We'll see you right here for another adorable Pets on Parade next week.